Good morning, Murdoch. This is our first episode of Blue Devil Weekly in the new year. We hope that you had a fun and safe holidays and New Year's. This week we'll be covering the upcoming midterms and the financial aid workshop in today's episode, Friday, January 4th, 2024. Good morning, Murdoch. I'm Hunter Cap.
And I'm Colin Rowe.
And we are your news anchors, and this is your Blue Devil Weekly.
A representative from Mount Wachusett Community College will be here on Wednesday, January 10th, to give on-the-spot admissions decisions. People interested should see the guidance office. Now let's kick it over to Jeff and Steven for this week's sports update.
Welcome back to sports, Blue Devil Nation.
For the girls' track team, Avery Murphy won the 1,000 and 2 mile. Ava Bouzier finished 7th in the 300, Rachel LeBlanc finished 2nd in the high jump, 6th in the 600, and 10th in the 55 hurdles.
On the boys' side, Gavin Zabik finished 4th on the 2 mile, 7th in the 1,000. Sam Skowinski finished 5th on the 2 mile, Seamus Solomon finished 10th in the 55 hurdles, and 9th in the shot put.
They compete next Wednesday.
Boys varsity basketball hosted Gardner on Thursday, and they host Air Shirley on Tuesday and away at North Brookfield on Thursday.
Boys varsity basketball had 3 games over break, a 57-34 loss to Neshoba Tech, 62-27 loss to West Boylston, and 64-21 against Narragansett.
Boys JV basketball hosted Gardner on Thursday and host Air Shirley on Tuesday and are away at Tohoto next Friday.
Over break, they fell to West Boylston 45-30 and lost to Narragansett 44-29.
Over break, the girls team won 49-25 versus Parker Charter, and they took a tough loss to Gansett 59-8.
Girls varsity basketball hosted Gardner on Thursday. They host Air Shirley on Tuesday and are away at North Brookfield on Thursday.
Our co-op hockey team played in the Chicopee Holiday Tournament over break with a 5-3 win against Greenfield and a 3-0 win against Agawam to win the tournament. Congrats, guys.
The co-op JV hockey team played 3 games over break. 62 win versus Greater Lowell, a 43 loss to Lunenburg, and a 5-5 tie to Leominster.
The varsity hockey team hosted Worcester on Wednesday, and they travel to Wallace Civic Center tonight in a conference bout against Lunenburg. Puck drop is at 5:30.
The co-op swim team is at their midpoint of the season. Isabel Dumas qualified for the Mid-Watch League Championship meet and section in the 50 freestyle. Additionally, the 200 freestyle relay team she swims on also qualified for sectionals.
The girls co-op swim team is performing well so far at 3-2. They swam on Wednesday, and the results from that will be covered in next week's episode.
That's all we have from the holiday break, Murdoch. Hope to see you guys in the stands over the next week cheering on all our athletes.
Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Jeff and Steven.
Attention, juniors and seniors. We will have a financial aid workshop on Wednesday, January 10th during 6th period. See Mrs. Weinhold if you'd like to attend. Now let's pass it to Emma with Question of the Week.
Question of the week, what's your New Year's resolution?
Ken Carson.
Get better at cooking. Also, hit Diamond 1 and Siege.
Just keep on the straight and narrow, That's what
I understand. Yeah. Thank you.
To eat more McDonald's.
To not get road rage with people in Jeep Gladiators.
To do better in school.
Active.
Get the hell out of high school.
Work out more.
To work out more.
Fix up my car.
Make money.
To be healthier.
Work out more.
To get a new truck.
Get better grades.
I want to not fail math this year.
To pass.
I don't believe in them because you can change any day throughout the year.
Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks for that, Emma. The Murdoch chapter of the National Honor Society induction happened Wednesday in the auditorium. Sophomores, juniors, and seniors were eligible for membership with a GPA of 3.0 or higher. They must also exhibit service, leadership, and character. The following students were inducted: senior Alexander LeBlanc, and juniors Tanner Brimhall, Rachel LeBlanc, Avery Murphy, Bradley Whiteman, and Gavin Zabik.
On Monday, January 15th, we will have no school because of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Now let's pass into Mark and Colin with this week's worldwide updates.
Welcome to Blue Devil Weekly's Worldwide Updates, bringing you the latest and greatest from around the globe.
A new law passed in California mandates gender-neutral toy aisles in all retail establishments. According to lawmakers, a new gender-neutral frozen food law is in the works.
Michael Cohen, lawyer of Cheeto Puff Donald Trump, has informed reporters that he mistakenly provided case citations generated by artificial intelligence. Speculation claims this AI may be the same software that generated Donald Trump's face.
The San Diego Bee Sanctuary has mourned the loss of millions of bees after a pesticide leak, presumably done out of malice, in the sanctuary. In response to this, I'm happy to announce that I will be participating in the bee versus human war on the side of the bees.
Studies of the Great Wall of China reveal a living skin of microorganisms and plant life which have been adding to a layer of protection to the millennia-old wall. This is not to be confused with the thing living inside the Statue of Liberty, which will someday awaken the great chaos of the world.
That concludes this week's edition of Worldwide Update.
Back to you in the studio.
Thanks for that, Mark. Now let's pass it over to the GOAT, Alexander LeBlanc, for this week's weather.
Thank you, too. Welcome back, Murdoch. I'm your host of the weather, Alex LeBlanc, and let's get right into the weather forecast. For today, it'll be sunny throughout the day, with temps reaching the highest of 30 and dropping in the lowest of 18. For tomorrow, it'll be cloudy during the day, and during the night, it'll be snowy, mainly after 9 p.m. Temps will be at the highest of 32 and dropping in the low 20s. For Sunday, there is a good chance of snow throughout the day. Temps will be at the highest of 20s and dropping in the high teens. For the beginning of next week, it'll be cloudy on Monday, but there's a good chance of snow and rain on Tuesday. Temps to be in the mid-30s and dropping in the low 20s during the nights. That is all. Back to you guys in the studio.
The week of the 15th is midterm week. Midterms start on Tuesday the 16th. Tuesday's periods will be 1st and 2nd, Wednesdays being 3rd and 4th, Thursdays being 5th and 6th, and Fridays being 7th and makeup. Make sure you're on the grind and you study for those tests.
That's it for this week, Murdoch. Make sure to follow us on all platforms at MurdochHS to keep in touch with all of our posts.
And with that, we'll see you next week, Murdoch.
See ya!